Hi, it's Teresa Ford here, and I am coming to you live from my yard because most of our creativity, the places that we think about being innovative, are from home. They're in our space, and sometimes when we have some alone time and we're able to just quiet down and think about what it is that we want, we get an answer. And the cool thing is that when we have those answers, sometimes we follow them and sometimes we don't. Sometimes we're like, ooh, cool idea. And sometimes we're like, yeah, but it's not possible for me. Sometimes we take action on them and sometimes we just sit on it for a while to just see if it's still there in a week, right? So today I wanted to talk a little bit about what it means to actually find success, find lasting change. And I always come from a standpoint of making a physical transformation because everything is linked to that. Everything. So when your body's feeling good, you are not obsessed with health issues. What's wrong? Why don't I feel good? Now I'm unmotivated. I can't get out of bed, right? Your body's clicking, it's on fire, it's feeling amazing. That's called living fired up. You can what else is possible for me? That's where your brain goes to, right? So when I started making my transformation, and I always go back to this point because it was such a huge, monumental, pivotal point in my life that something started going right when it had really never gone that direction before, and I wasn't sure what it was. What did I do differently? Here's what I did differently. Before I actually made the transformation, I was like, oh, I should get up and do a workout. That word should is a marker. It's a red flag. Make sure you're aware that if you're saying I should, it's not going to happen. It's certainly not going to be lasting. So I would say I should get up and go do a workout. Did I? 99% of the time, no. I was like, but there's tomorrow. When I actually made a transformation because I was really done feeling sick and tired with my sick and tired, I said, nah, I'm doing it. And so then the mindset was, okay, if I always said, I'll get up and do a workout tomorrow, and then I didn't, what would be the opposite of that? Oh, I would say, I'm going to get up and do a workout tomorrow and then do it. So I actually set my alarm to get up, and I made a pact with myself, and I said, I will not hit the snooze button on my life ever again. Never. So my alarm went off, my feet hit the floor. I put on the clothes that I had set out the night before to go work out in. And that was the day my life changed completely because I started doing the opposite of what I'd always done. It is a mindset of when you are unavailable for anything else, you are unavailable for more of the same, you're going to start doing the opposite. And that will take you in a completely different direction. If you've always turned left, you've always gotten what's to the left. But if you start to turn right, you're going to get new things, different things, effective things that were always to the right. You just didn't know it because you never went right. Does that make sense? So if you're looking for tips and tricks and how do I stop yo-yo dieting and how do I go for the promotion at work, or how do I start my own business, or how do I have a better relationship or attract more energetic people, how do I do that? Do the opposite of what you've always done in those categories. If you're only available for lackluster energy, and that's who you seem to be surrounded by, people that have drama, people that live in chaos, people that look for the problems, people that struggle. If that's who surrounds you, that's because that's what you've always done. You found those people. They're in your life for a reason. And maybe they're family. Maybe you were born into that situation and you're like, I'm not available for that. That's not who I am. I know it, but I keep getting more of it because it's the only thing that's familiar to me. Shift. Okay, if I've always said, all right, I'll just do what you want me to do so you're not angry with me. you're going to keep getting that. You're going to keep having to swallow those emotions, and they get stuck in here. And then you're like, I'm dying. I'm stifled. That's when you're like, hey, what would be the opposite of that? Oh, healthy boundaries. I am unavailable for you to put those parameters on me. Those are yours, not mine. Give it back. I call that setting down baggage. If your bags are super heavy and you're carrying them around for everybody else because you're swallowing their emotional outbursts, because you're trying to be the nice person, because you think that it's the right thing to do to absorb their anger and be responsible for what they're not willing to take responsibility for, set those down. Those aren't yours. Turn right. Do the opposite of what you would normally do. Have a conversation with that person. I am no longer available for your emotional outbursts. I am no longer available for your whatever. Name it. Figure out what it is, name it, and then unclaim it. Give it back. It's theirs. It is not your job to make other people happy. It is not your job to eat your emotions because that's the only outlet you have. It's not your job to take on the responsibility for everybody else so that you're like, oh, I can't get out of bed to exercise. I just don't know how. I don't know what I'm doing. It's not yours. That's not who you are. That wasn't what you were born to do. You were born here to make the world a better place by giving of your gifts, and you can't give your gifts if you're always turning left and you're swirling around in I don't know. I don't know is a dream killer. Your dream is dead until you do know. So figure out, like take some time, sit down, piece of paper, pencil, old school, right? What's working, what's not? What are you still available for of those things that are working? And of those things that are not working, which of those are you still available for? That's a big question. Ask yourself, be honest. And as soon as you write it down, your brain is going to say, yeah, but you can't. Yeah, but you won't. Yeah, but that person. And it will come up with a reason. It'll come up with a yeah, but as why you can't do what you want to do the way you need to do it. I'm telling you from personal experience, there's no such thing as a reason why you can't do what you want to do the way you want to do it. There's zero reason. So it takes personal awareness, mindset awareness. What am I thinking? Why do I keep getting what I have in my life that I don't really want more of? If you keep asking yourself, well, how bad could it get? It's going to get worse. Keep asking yourself, how good can this get? And it will get better. And as soon as you ask yourself, how good can this get? You'll start doing the opposite of what you've done. You will make a transition. You will start to go, oh, I love turning right. I love doing opposite. I love being something I've never been before because I'm getting more of what I want rather than more of what you don't want. That's how you're going to transform yourself from the inside out. That's how you're going to do this. Now, the clients that I work with, they are in it because they can't see themselves. They're like, I keep trying to figure it out on my own, but now I'm running out of time. I only have one life, and I'd rather get the answers to the test sooner than later. And that's why they hired a coach. But some of us have stuck around in I don't know long enough, and if you are unavailable for more crap in your life, more of what you don't want, you can figure it out if you want to by doing this one simple thing. Do the opposite. But if you don't know what the opposite is, and you just tell me, you just look at me and see me because I can't see me, that's what I do. And that's what I do to help you get unstuck and become limitless and see that you can be everything that you knew deep down is there waiting for you to accomplish in your life. That doesn't mean it's going to be pain-free. That doesn't mean it's going to be a smooth road. It doesn't mean it's going to be a straight line. But it does mean that you're going to figure it out. And that's all that matters. You got to figure it out. I'm 14 years out from my physical transformation, and I am constantly reinventing myself, and I'm in my 50s now, and I'm just getting started. You have to understand that there is no time limit. It's never too late for you to do the opposite of what you've always done so that you can get where you're trying to go. Because we have got to get across that finish line so we can go on to the next challenge and the next challenge. And it's exciting because your purpose is developing, your passion is fired up, and you're ready to do what you were put here to do, because the world literally cannot live without your best gifts. The people in your circle of genius, the ones you have influence over, they're counting on you to show up for your life, to do what you were put here to do. So do we really have time to mess around any longer doing more of what we're unavailable for? No. Let's put a stop to it. Let's do what we said we wanted to do. Let's do what we know is within us to do. And if you need help, I'm here for you. Let's go. Living fired up.